how has it honestly come to this? I'm not even sure why I'm making this video, but I just have to speak up. Here goes nothing. So I'm pretty sure most of you are aware of the situation at Ferrari.
I cannot believe it! I cannot believe it!
It's fucking biblical, mate. There are two drivers driving for the team at the moment. One of them has won the team its past 2 race wins in the past 40-something races. Is the only one to have won a race so far in the so-called Verstappen era, if you don't count his teammate. But to be honest, nobody counts Sergio at this point.
Call Christian. You're gonna call Christian. He'll do anything for me.
And having been out of the car for the second race in the season because he had undergone major surgery, the following Grand Prix bests everyone on the track and takes the win. Like, there's a joke going around in the paddock about Sainz undergoing weight loss by removing an internal organ in order to win. The guy's a fucking savage, mate. While the other driver, well, he's half Italian, innit? So, guess who has a 3-year contract with Ferrari? And who does not? Yeah. Fucking Ferrari, mate. And although the chef Vasseur has my full confidence, I can't help but just cry every time the team makes any sort of decision. But as much as I do think the clown outfit the Ferrari fans have started to embrace is really fitting, there's so much more about the team that is just intrinsically wrong, leading to these kerfuffles. Just give me a few minutes, I'll explain.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat, you better.
Now, Ferrari is one of the teams that has the most history behind it. The figure of Enzo Ferrari just looms over the paddock whenever a car dressed in red drives down the pit wall. It just carries through the ethos of the brand that Ferrari fans love and embrace about the team. It's just nothing like a Ferrari. Really nothing. But that comes with a big load of horse shit that you have to lug around anytime you come to perform at a racetrack. Just the way that the team carries itself feels like a hot-headed Italian man trying to make a delicious margarita, but just keeps fucking up and screaming and blaming everyone around him when something goes wrong. And trust me, it fucking goes wrong all the fucking time. So this manner of management is what trickles down to the strategy wall, the engineers, the drivers, even right down to the fucking guy that goes zap zap with the wheel gun. Even the fucking guy that lets the car out of the garage has a personality and a bicep as big as the fucking Eiffel Tower. That's in France, not Italian. Okay, sorry about that. Everything is about that personality, which, truth be told, is fun and entertaining as fuck to watch. But when it comes to strict and consistent performance, that's not what wins you championships. That's where you need some cold-blooded Germans running the show, or a fucking Dutch prince raised by an absolute fucking maniac to do the driving. Does Ferrari have either of those two? Didn't think so. But at least they have Chef Skinner from Ratatouille. Has to come for something, right?
With you till the day I die.
Much like the all hands no brains management style, the decision making on the team's side is fucking infamous for getting everything wrong. From a shittily coordinated pit stop to a 10-lap too late undercut strategy to the fucking driver swaps. Like, honestly, what the fuck is going on there? Why get rid of a Grand Prix winning prospect and replace him with a senior UK citizen who's probably looking at his final couple seasons in the sport? Of course, not leaving yet. Needs to collect a few more checks before we can finally buy his dog its own private jet. But honestly, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Everything they touch just turns to a really big, smelly pile of Italian shit. Somehow the decision making within the team is just built in a way nobody really understands. I'm starting to believe that there's just an inherent fear among the employees of the company. Like, they're too scared to oppose your boss or do something out of line. You'll just be immediately shot. Or worse, force-fed pineapple pizza. Maybe they're just unable to make any sound decision in that environment, where the monarch decides who gets a warm meal and who has to scrub the toilet. I don't know. Haven't been invited to any of the team dinners. Thanks, by the way. Maybe this is part of the reason I'm talking shit about them. And what I've sort of been alluding to already is The absolute savagery with which they dispose of team principals, drivers, and anyone who just seems to overstay their welcome. While Toto Wolff and Christian Horner have driven their teams from the scrapyard to the podium, then back to the scrapyard, then back to the podium, back and forth, living and breathing the teams. Ferrari has changed like 13 team principals, still longing for the day they find another Jean Todt. To be honest, for the first time in a while, they found someone who oddly resembles the guy. I wonder how much that played a part in his hiring. And that seems to be a joke, but with Ferrari, it might not be one. It's fucking scary, mate.
Always down and ready to ride.
And now, having successfully gotten rid of the only driver that is actually winning races for the team, and having literally zero prospect of a Constructors or Drivers' Championship for this year, I think this is the moment they can turn a new page. We're essentially starting from scratch anyway. There's not much to lose. Team principal has changed, yet again. He seems to be alright. A bit less Italian than the previous few. Maybe they'll give a helping hand, I don't know. But I think this is the time to reinvent the team. You know, distance themselves, at least a little bit, from their heritage. We all know it, we all love it, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to running a team, you can't be a flamboyant, charismatic, stylish, and hot-headed team principal. Or maybe you can. And besides, the company's selling their cars like fruitcakes. Maybe they don't really care about winning. As long as they come second and remain the underdog, everyone will love them. Well, now I'm f***ing lost. I guess I just unwound my own argument in like 3 sentences. I think that's it for me. How's that for a f***ing outro?